Hi, my name is Angela Word, and today I'm going to be giving a brief introduction to social emotional learning, also known as SEL, and giving you one tip on how you can include it in your classroom or your workplace. So I am going to start by sharing my screen with you, and I'm going to do that because I want to show you the Castle graphic. So Castle is known as a group of researchers who really hone in on what social emotional learning means. It has five main components: self awareness, self management, responsible decision making, relationship skills, and social awareness. As you meet these components, and it's actually something that I'm hoping that you're thinking to yourself, well, I kind of do one or two or maybe even all of these on a daily basis. And that's the whole point, is that we're already interacting with the people in our community. It's just doing it in a more consistent and intentional way. So those benefits spread from the classroom outward to schools and eventually homes and communities. One of my favorite ways to do this, especially when it was a new training or it was a new school year and I hadn't had the opportunity to get to know my students yet, is to lean on something called quizzes. And if you've heard of Kahoot, think of this as like Kahoot's big sister. It is a free service that allows you to launch quizzes and games for students where they can compete on, yes, academic, but also on just anything you can think of. Think of it as just those fun pop trivia. Um, Things. We all love trivia night. This is a way to include that kind of fun into your classroom. So, what's awesome about quizzes is that it has a huge library of pre-prodded topics. So, say you have to give a webinar, rush. You take one of these, of course, review it, make sure that it's appropriate, and click play and run that live. Another option is to save it, and you can actually edit the question. Say something is not really pertinent to what you talked about or not appropriate for your audience. You can delete the question, you can edit the question. Or if this is something like this video where it's being watched later on, you can share it. If you share it, students actually are able to log into the website, they put in a code, and they are able to play it on their own. And it shows a leaderboard of all the participants. So, like I mentioned, you don't necessarily have to do something academic. You can do something fun. What I would do oftentimes is I would just kind of stand in the hall and listen to what people are talking about. Um, Fortnite was huge. Quiz, and I would open my classroom with these quick 18 questions. This approximates 10 to 15 minutes, and it automatically builds community within your class. It makes it fun, it makes it exciting, and it's one way to get to know your students, allow them to get to know each other, and have a little bit of fun before you get down to the nitty gritty. Um, I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you'll come back. Next time, I'm going to be looking at some of the digital storage options, specifically OneDrive. Thanks.